What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Alan, and today I will be giving you my NHL 2019 Stanley Cup playoff predictions. So let's hop straight into it. We'll start with the East and the battle between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Tampa Bay, obviously the better team, no doubt about that. However, I do not think the series will be blown out. I think Columbus, they're going to come in, they're going to be fighting really hard. They did pick up Duchesne. I'm pretty sure they did pick up Ryan Dzingel too. Two good players that I think will help them out, and if they can sign him and keep him, that would be nice. Panarin, he's been having a really good year. Atkinson's been doing good. This Columbus team, I don't think you can take them like too lightly, especially with Sergei Bobrovsky being just unbelievable as of late for Columbus. However, Tampa Bay definitely one of the best depth and all around teams in the NHL for sure. Vasilevsky is a beast in net for them. So this series, I think it's going to be a good one. It's not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be a sweep. It won't be in 5. It will be in 6. Tampa Bay does take it. The keys to this series is Tampa Bay, they just got to play their game and they'll be fine. But Columbus, they need to stay hot defensively. They need Bobrovsky to be at his top of the game. And they need to get the first goal. They cannot give up the first goal to Tampa Bay because they will pay the price. Moving on, Boston, Toronto. And what's going to be another really fun series between the two. I already think this one's going to go 7 again. I mean, it's just gotta. But it'll be a very entertaining series to watch. My keys to the series for Boston, if they do want to defeat Toronto, is just play Boston hockey. Just be aggressive, forecheck hard, backcheck hard, put a lot of pressure on Toronto, and just really make them struggle. And keep the special teams up. They've been having a great power play. I think like second or third in the league. Their power play has been amazing this year, so if they get power play, Barry, if they take any penalties, you got to kill it off. Don't let Toronto get hot on the penalty kill. Or power play, my bad. But for Toronto's keys, you got to play strong defensively. Help Freddie Anderson out. Anderson has been playing a lot of games, but you really got to help him out. I feel like the Leafs have been letting him hang the dry. It's just been real bad. But still, Toronto, they got to help Freddie Anderson out. And second, they got to score goals. If you want to beat Boston, you're going to have to score goals. You're going to have to beat Tuukka Rask. So, I want Toronto to win, but I think Boston is just a bit too much for them, in my opinion. Next, Washington, Carolina. And then what should be a really fun series, Carolina making the playoffs for the first time in like 9-10 years. While Washington, the defending Cup champions, are back at it again. This one's going to be a really fun series, in my opinion. As you see, taking out the points, Carolina has the edge in penalty kill, face-offs, and goals against. But the goals and power plays do belong in Washington's favor. This one, I think, will be a great series. Washington's keys to victory is just get on Carolina right away. Don't fall back 0-2 like you did against Columbus. I think Carolina, especially going back to Carolina, I think they'll play Washington harder. But you do not want to fall 0-2 again. And second, just do your thing offensively, score goals. You got Peter Mrazek, which I believe is going to be the starting goalie for Carolina. So if you just score goals, you'll get in Mrazek's head, and really just Carolina won't be able to do much. However, for Carolina, their keys is one, you guys need to get on the board first. Get Holtby, get him going, get into his head, but really you just got to get that first goal. You don't want Washington to run loose with their team. And second, really, get your special teams going. That power play being at 17.8 isn't all that good. So if they get a power play, they have to capitalize on it. But in my opinion, I say Washington wins it in about 6 games. So next, we have the Islanders and Penguins in what I think is going to be a very good series. Pittsburgh made playoffs for the 13th straight year. They have great experience. This Islander team, however, has a great coaching staff. Barry Trotz and Lou Lamoriello really helped out the New York Islanders in making it to the postseason and having just such a great year. But jumping right into the keys for this one, for New York, just play strong. You need to have a strong forecheck, I think. Just go in there, pressure Pittsburgh, pressure them hard, get that puck, and try and bury it. And two, you really got to take advantage of the special teams. We got to have a good penalty kill, which their penalty kill has been alright, but their power play really needs to bury it against Pittsburgh if they want to win the series. For Pittsburgh, just try and get in Leonard's head, because you can get in his head, especially if you get some early goals. So get in Robert Leonard's head, and the defense and goaltending for New York can kind of be troubled, but really Pittsburgh, just play their game. They have the experience. They know what they can get away with. So just play good playoff hockey for Pittsburgh if they want to win. But in my opinion, I'm going to take the Islanders in about 6, maybe 7 games. But that one will be a fun one. Next, we have the Calgary Flames and the Colorado Avalanche. Calgary with an outstanding year. I don't think anyone expected them to be this good, but they really played great this year. Colorado, who probably arguably has one of the best lines in hockey, one of the best top lines in McKinnon, Landeskog, and Rantanen. Rantanen, who set out the last game against San Jose, he should be good to go for playoffs. But the keys for Colorado, if they want to win, is they need their top line to really outplay Calgary's top line. And I believe it's Gaudreau, Monahan, and Elias Lindholm. So the top line has to do it. And also you need depth scoring for Colorado. Their bottom 6 needs to get some goals on the board if they want to defeat Calgary. But for Calgary, is strong defensively. Smith and Riddick, they've been having a good year, but as of late, they haven't been looking as good. But still, they just got to support them. Let the first shot have Riddick or Smith have it. I think they're going to be starting Smith, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you just got to really support, clear out rebounds. Don't give Colorado anything too good of looks. But in my opinion, I think this is the upset series. And I think Colorado takes it in 7. And it's going to be a fun series. Next, the San Jose Sharks and the Vegas Golden Knights. So the Sharks are my personal favorite team. I've been to a lot of their games this year. This is going to be just such a very fun, entertaining series. Vegas definitely has some really good speed on their team, and that could give the Sharks some trouble. So the matchup edge could statistically favor Vegas a bit more. But I think San Jose can pull it off. I mean, they have such great depth, and I think they have the best depth scoring with the most 30-plus goal scorers on the league, if I have that stat correctly. But in my opinion, if the Sharks want to win this series, they're going to have home ice advantage. And by that, I mean win at home. You cannot afford to lose any of Game 1 or 2 against Vegas. You got to go out, establish home ice dominance, and win. And second of all, just support Jones. Jones, he's been up and down this season. I can admit that. But I think Jones, he'll be fine. You got to support him, though. Burns, Carlson, they have great offense talent, but defensively, they definitely need to be better, and they cannot allow Vegas skaters to skate, and they cannot allow them to get good rebounds or backdoor passes. For Vegas, speed, speed, speed. You guys can outspeed the Sharks. You have shown it throughout the series last year and the games throughout last year and this year. So you got to use your speed. And second, your special teams has to really step it up. Power play needs to step it up. And if you get a penalty, you have to kill it. Do not let the Sharks power play get going, or else Vegas will be in trouble. But in this, my opinion, I'm confident the Sharks can do it. I know a lot of Sharks fans are more scared about this, but I just have a good feeling the Sharks can do it. My gut's telling me the Sharks in about 6 games. And I think the home ice really helps. If Vegas had home ice, I'd probably be taking them. Next, we have the Nashville Predators and the Dallas Stars. And I think what's also going to be a really good series. Dallas has Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn, who needs to lead them. So obviously their key is have the leaders lead. You need Seguin, Benn, Radulov to really help you guys out. And you need Ben Bishop to play his game. And you need to have him stay healthy. So really protecting that. And you see, they have the better special teams and defense stat, but not by much. But for Nashville, their decor needs to be strong. Need to stop Seguin, Radulov, Ben, all of them from getting going. And second, special teams. They need to have a great special teams performance here in round 1, because their power play has been horrible this year. And with their talent, their power play should not be this bad. Their penalty kill has been fairly good, but their special teams really need to help them get it out. But in my opinion, I do think Nashville takes this one in 6, maybe 7. This one's going to be a very fun series. And next, I think, maybe other than the Sharks Knights, this is going to be the second best series, or contender for the top best series out here, between the Winnipeg Jets and the St. Louis Blues. This is going to be such a fun series. Winnipeg Jets, they have such a strong depth, such a good team. But the Blues, one of the hottest teams coming into the playoffs, and they had such a great second half to be able to make the playoffs. Binghamton, he's been playing out of his mind. Hollaback needs to be playing a bit better, but he's still a good goalie. So the Jets' keys to winning this one, obviously, is like support Halleback, because Halleback hasn't been having the absolute best year. I don't think he's been having as good as a year as he did last year. But as long as the Jets D-Corps can help them, they should be fine. And their second key is just needs a good penalty kill, because you have Ryan O'Reilly, Vladimir Tarasenko, Colton Parayko, and those guys can put the puck in the net, especially on the power play. So if you quiet the Blues power play, I think the Jets will have a great chance. But for the Blues, just stay hot. You got to keep playing your game. Right now they're playing outstanding, so they got to keep it up. And really the second key is just have Binghamton perform, because I think it's really all down to Binghamton in his first playoff appearance as a rookie. So if he can play good, I think St. Louis can take it. And honestly, I say St. Louis in 7, and really what's one of the best series. So those are my first round predictions, and then we'll kind of fire through the second round's predictions. I'll try and make a second round video once the second round's announced. So this one, Tampa-Boston, this is also going to be a very good series. I think if anyone from the East can take down Tampa Bay, it is definitely Boston. Do I think they can do it? I don't know. This is going to be such a good series. I think this goes 7 games, and I think Tampa Bay barely pulls this one out over Boston. All right, there you go. And next we have the Islanders and Capitals, and what I also think will be a very good series too. But I think straight up Washington will win it. I think they have the experience to go, and we'll have Washington versus Tampa Bay rematch. So nothing against Islanders. I don't think it's their time yet. If they keep developing really well, they'll be a very strong team in the future, especially with that coaching staff they have. But Islanders, I don't think they can make anything longer than that. Next, Sharks, Islanders. Oh, my bad. Sharks and Avalanche. This one is also going to be a pretty good series. Out of the second round, I think this is the easiest one to say. I think San Jose is just straight better than Colorado, and they'll beat Colorado in 5, maybe 6, but I lean more towards 5. I think San Jose is just a better team, and they'll just outplay them, especially if they can shut down their top line. Next, we have the Predators and Blues, and I think this one's going to also be a really fun one. This one's also going to be going down to 6 or 7 games for sure. There's no way that there could be a sweep or a 5-game series in this between these two. It'll be a really fun matchup, but I think Blues just edge it out. I think Blues take like game 1 or game 2, and then they just kill it on home ice. So for the conference finals, Lightning Caps in the rematch, it's going to be another really hard-fought series. Braden Holtby will be the X-Factor for Washington, because last year when Tampa Bay was up 3-2, Holtby had back-to-back shutouts, which propelled them in. Unfortunately, I don't think that Holtby can do that again. I think Tampa Bay takes it in like another hard-fought 7-game series. Give me 7 in there. Blues Sharks, a rematch from 2016. And I think it'll be the same result. San Jose, I think, just outpowers the Blues. Blues, who's going to come in off of 2 very hard-fought series over Winnipeg, Nashville, will be a bit more beaten and bruised. And I think San Jose just takes it to them. So we'll have a Sharks Lightning, which before the year started, which were the 2 favorites. This one is going to be such a hard-fought series. I think it goes 7 games for sure. Tampa Bay has home ice. But I think just the Sharks pull it off. And I'll say 34 goals for that. But this is going to be... Or 33, okay, fine. But yeah, I think San Jose just barely pulls it off. Yeah, I'm a Sharks fan, but I mean, this is their year to do it. This is the best depth team they've had in a long time, I think. Carlson, Burns... They're the offensive threats. You have Vlasic, Braun, who are very, very strong defensive defensemen. Dillon, who's one of the enforcers, but also one very, very good plus-minus rating for him. But with that Sharks depth and Tampa Bay depth, both have really good depth. The fourth line can turn momentum for both teams, but the top 3 lines for each team can get the job done. But I honestly feel the Sharks have their miracle run. Joe Thornton, in what's probably going to be his last year, he's been looking very, very good, and I think he's going to be a big reason why the Sharks make it so far. But those are my predictions. Of course, these are my opinions. So I'll come back out after the first round, try and make a second round video, then a conference finals preview, and then a Stanley Cup final preview. But thanks for tuning in. Let me know what your predictions are down in the comments below. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, tell me why. But thank you for watching.